Welcome to Global Buzz. Here we make a list of gross celebrities who thought it was okay to date teenagers. Before moving forward, don't forget to press the subscribe button. Now back to the list. 1. Jerry Seinfeld. In May 1993, just days after his 38th birthday, Jerry Seinfeld met 17-year-old high school student Shoshana Lonstein in New York's Central Park. They began dating despite the significant age gap of 21 years, which led to a lot of media scrutiny and public attention. She got herself transferred from George Washington University to UCLA in part to be with Seinfeld. Their relationship lasted approximately 4 years before they amicably ended it in 1997. Shoshana later revealed that constant press coverage and the pressures of long-distance dating were the reasons for their relationship to end. 2. Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye might be one of the greatest singers of all time who was sadly killed by his own father, but he was far from perfect. He got his niece by marriage, Denise Gordy, pregnant when she was just 15 years old while he was 25 and married to her aunt Anna Gordy. Anna was the sister of Motown founder Berry Gordy and 17 years older than Marvin. Given the potential scandal due to Denise's young age and the complexities of the relationship, Marvin Gaye and Anna Gordy decided to raise the child Marvin Gaye III as their own child. Marvin Gaye III grew up believing Anna Gordy was his mother. After separating from Anna in 1973, Marvin, who was then 34 years old, began seeing 17-year-old Janice Hunter, who was the daughter of jazz musician Slim Gaillard. Marvin had 2 kids with her, first one a daughter known Aisha when Janice was 18, and second one a son Frankie Christian the following year when Janice was 19. After his divorce from Anna was finalized in 1977, Marvin married Janice. 3. Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was 24 and arguably one of the world's biggest stars when he met 14-year-old Priscilla Beaulieu in 1959 while he was stationed in Germany during his military service. Despite the significant age difference, Elvis and Priscilla began dating and continued to have a long-distance romance after Elvis completed his military service and returned to the United States in 1960. She moved to Memphis from Germany in 1963 when she was 17 to be closer to Elvis. They married in 1967 in Las Vegas in a private ceremony. Priscilla was 21 years old at the time. According to Priscilla's 1985 autobiography, Elvis and Me, the couple waited until marriage before having sex.
Yet he never tried to go further than kissing you?
No. No, he didn't. There was an agreement, I guess, he made with himself that the woman that he decided to take for his wife, he was going to keep her that way until he married her.
Keep her a virgin no matter what.
Right.
4. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin was a serial offender when it comes to dating teenagers. With the exception of Paulette Goddard, who was his third wife, he has only dated teenagers, for which he was heavily criticized even during his lifetime. He married his first 2 wives because they got pregnant, and he had married them to avoid getting imprisoned for having sexual relations with a minor. He began dating his 4th and final wife, Una O'Neill, when she was only 17. They married in 1943 when he was 54 and she was 18. 5. Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin Myra Gale Brown in 1957, even before his divorce to his second wife was finalized. The marriage caused a scandal when it became public in 1958, and the backlash was swift and severe. His records were blacklisted, and he went from being one of the top rock and roll stars to being virtually unplayable on many radio stations. The scandal had long-term financial repercussions for Lewis, and he was never able to regain his former popularity. 6. Bill Wyman. In 1989, 52-year-old Rolling Stones bassist Bill Wyman married 18-year-old Mandy Smith. They met in 1984 when he was 47 and she was 13. Wyman wrote of their first meeting in his 1990 autobiography, "She took my breath away. She was a woman at 13.
There was a few problems on the way, but we finally made it. And I just feel wonderful.
By the time of their marriage, Smith had developed health issues which she blamed on being on birth control pills since the age of 14, which is when she said her relationship with Wyman was illegally consummated. Wyman reportedly grew impatient with her health problems not long after the wedding, and she moved out only weeks after they wed. The marriage officially ended in divorce after 23 months. 7. Don Johnson. Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith met when he was 23 and she was just 14. When Griffith was 15, she and Johnson began living together in a rented house in Laurel Canyon. The couple got engaged on her 18th birthday and were married in January 1976. They separated that July and divorced in November. 8. Jimmy Page. During the 1970s, when Led Zeppelin were the biggest band in the world, 28-year-old guitarist Jimmy Page had a relationship with 14-year-old groupie Lori Matix. Their relationship lasted for 2 years until she caught him cheating with another groupie. 9. Luc Besson. French director Luc Besson was 32 when he began a relationship with 15-year-old actress Maïwenn Lubezko in 1991. She gave birth to the couple's daughter the following year at age 16. Their relationship ended in 1997, when Besson became involved with actress Milla Jovovich during the filming of The Fifth Element. Lubezko later claimed that their relationship inspired Besson's 1994 film Leon, where the plot involved the emotional relationship between an adult man and a 12-year-old girl. 10. R. Kelly. R. Kelly began dating Aaliyah in 1994 when he was 27 and she was 15, after they recorded an album together. They had a secret marriage due to her minor status, which had to be annulled a few months later because of its illegal nature. 11. Wilmer Valderrama. Wilmer Valderrama was another serial offender when it comes to dating teenagers. He dated Mandy Monroe when he was 21 and she was 16, he dated Lindsay Lohan when he was 24 and she was 17, and he dated Demi Lovato when he was 29 and she was 17. 12. Ted Nugent. 30-year-old Ted Nugent began a relationship with 17-year-old Hawaii native Pele Massa in 1978. They could not marry due to the age gap, so to get around this, Nugent convinced Massa's parents to sign legal documents which would make him her legal guardian. His teenage lovers also include musician Courtney Love, who claimed that she performed oral sex on Nugent when she was 12. 13. Karl Malone. In 1998, Karl Malone got involved in a paternity lawsuit which revealed that he impregnated Gloria Bell when she was just 13 years old. The incident took place in 1983, when he was a 20-year-old college sophomore. No statutory rape charges were filed. Their child's name was Demetrius Bell, who grew up to play in the NFL. 14. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn died of a heart attack in 1959 at age 50 in the arms of his last girlfriend Beverly Odland, who was 17 at the time. In 1961, Odland's mother, Florence Odland, alleged in her book, The Big Love, that actor Flynn had a sexual relationship with her daughter starting at age 15. Their relationship was the subject of 2013 movie The Last of Robin Hood, in which Odland was played by Dakota Fanning. 15. Sonny Bono. Sonny Bono was 29 when he met Cher, who was then a 16-year-old high school dropout who had moved to Los Angeles with dreams of making it in the entertainment industry. She soon moved in with him. It took some time for their relationship to turn romantic, but by the time Cher was 18 they were married and pregnant. 16. Sam Taylor Johnson. It is not just men, even women have inappropriate relationships with teenagers. Sam Taylor Wood was 42 when she began dating her 18-year-old co-star Aaron Taylor Johnson on the set of the film Nowhere Boy. They got married in 2012 and have 2 children together. 17. Rick Springfield. Australian singer Rick Springfield dated the little girl from Exorcist Linda Blair when he was 25 and she was 15. He wrote about their relationship proudly in his autobiography, I Am Her First Lover, and She is an Enthusiastic Learner. We share a love of dogs and sex separately, not in combination. Most of the time, we don't leave the apartment. She's invited to premieres and Hollywood parties, and we go as a couple, blindly and innocently to the media slaughter. We're actually really shocked by the incensed articles in both teen and regular press about our affair. Either we have zero understanding of what makes the press tick, or it's a really slow month for news. 18. Prince. Prince met 16-year-old Mayte Garcia in 1990. She moved into his home and he became her legal guardian with her parents' consent. Later she began working as one of his backup singers and dancers. According to her, they got serious when she was 18 and got married when she was 22. 19. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was 27 when he began dating 17-year-old Juliette Lewis. They dated for 3 years. He previously dated Christina Applegate when he was in his mid-20s and she was 17. He also dated 16-year-old Shalane McCall when he was in his mid-20s. 20. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio's penchant for dating young women is well known. The actor has never dated a woman over the age of 25. He dated model Juliette Perkins when he was 42 and she was 19. That is it. Thank you for watching. Check out other videos from this channel. Please press like and share on this video and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Until next time.